everybody, I'm just going to spend a bit of time today teaching you a little bit about Microsoft Teams, going through the basics and just making sure that we all feel confident with being able to use it. So it's just really important that you're paying attention to this and that you feel able to sort of use it competently going forward. So when you've got your desktop here, obviously I'm sure you know this already, you just need to click onto the Teams icon there. Now there's a couple of things I'm going to speak to you about. One of them is what you would do, we obviously hope this won't happen, but if you are isolating, so if you're at home but you were able to do work, there's something that you need to do. It's really important that you're accessing the work. And then the other thing I want to speak to you about is about joining lessons or joining meetings with teachers, which I will go into a little bit more detail about in a couple of minutes. So the first thing to say, I've obviously not got very many different teams on this because this is a test account just to show you this, but you will have lots of it on your main screen. Now if you are off isolating, if you're off school, it's really important that you are still completing work. Now you need to go to your year group team, okay, so I'm going to click on year 9 as an example, and then at the top here you can see that we've got different tabs. I need to click on the files tab, and then it's class materials, and when I click on there you'll see that there's all the different subjects are on there. I just need to click on each of those to be able to get the work that I need for that week. Okay, so that is where I would find the work. If I was isolating, I was able to do work at home, that is where I would find all of those resources. Now if you were struggling, you could pop onto the actual chat and mention that you find something hard and someone will get back to you. Now you'll notice here that obviously this is mainly Mrs. Forster who's been commenting. It obviously goes without saying that it's really important that if you are commenting on the chat, it should only be about the work and be relevant to what you're doing, the topic that you're studying. You know, the conversation on the chat is just for that reason. Okay, so if you are struggling with a piece of work, you can flag it up on the year group team and someone will get back to you. Alternatively, you can contact your teacher. You could email your teacher to let them know that you need a little bit of help. So if I go back to the main dashboard on Teams, the other thing I want to speak to you about is this idea that at the moment we are currently trialling sort of doing online lessons at the same time as them being taught in class. So if you are isolating over the next few weeks, it might be that there's a couple of your lessons that week that are also going to be online that you'll be able to access. Now you'll get more details about this over the next few weeks. As I say, it's just a trial at the moment, but I just wanted to show you how you would join a meeting or a lesson on Teams, because that is an important thing to know. So if you need to join a particular meeting for your class, or you hear that one of your lessons is going to be online and you want to access it, you would go to your class team. So this is obviously an English Year 9 team. I would just click on that and you can see that the meeting is going on there. So all I would do is press join. Okay. And then once I am part of that, I would be able to hear the teacher speaking. I would be able to hear them delivering their lesson in their class, okay? So I would just make sure, obviously, I'm listening that I'm following the resources. Now, if you want to ask a question while you are watching a lesson, you won't be able to speak because you're muted, but you will be able to, if you click on this little conversation tab at the top, you can type in a message and ask your teacher a question if you are struggling. It's obviously worth keeping in mind that while we're trialling this, you know, teachers are trying to teach their lesson at the same time, so it's just important to be a little bit patient in terms of waiting for a response. If you think you need to get the teacher's attention, you just can use the raise your hand function, so you just press that and the teacher will get a little notification that you need something, that you are waiting for something. Okay, so you'll be able to hear the teacher and you will be able to type in anything that you had to say, anything that you needed to know a little bit further about. So in order to leave a meeting, all you need to do is just press this button here. It's done, and then you've left the lesson. And then if we go back onto the main dashboard, we are there. So if you have any questions about what I've spoken about today, please do pass them on to a form tutor and they can let me know, and we can make sure that you are all feeling confident with it. As I say, with the online lessons, that's something we're just trialling at the moment, but it is something that we'll give you more information about over the coming weeks. Okay, have a lovely day, take care.